Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 3 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter time. The lessons we're going to cover today are convert between hours and fractions of hours, relate time units, write times, match clocks and times, read clocks and write times. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I'm on the chapter math, grade 3 math. The chapter we're on right now is time. Let's just start with the lesson that is convert between hours and fraction of hours. So 15 minutes equal how many quarter hour? Quarter means 1/4 of an hour, right? So in 1 hour, you can note down these important things, right? I'm going to write them down on board. You can please note them down on your notebook. 1 hour equal 60 minutes. So you have 2 half hours in 1 hour, right? Half hour means 30 minutes, right? And you have 4 quarter hours in 60 minutes because 1 quarter hour equal 15 minutes. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So you can note them down. Let's just start with the 15 minutes equal 1 quarter hour, right? 2 half hours, 2 half hours make 1 hour, right? And half hour equals 30 minutes. Let's just start with the test questions. Half hour equal how many minutes? Half hour equal 30 minutes. The correct option is 30. 2 half hours equal how many hours? 2 half hour equals 1 hour. The correct option is 1 hour. 1 quarter hour equals how many minutes? 1 quarter hour equals 15 minutes. The correct option is option number 3, 15 minutes it is. 1 hour equals how many quarter hours? 1 hour equal 4 quarter hours. The correct option is 1 hour equal 4 quarter hours. 1 hour equal how many minutes? 1 hour equal no 4 quarter hours. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. The correct option is 60. 2 quarter hour equals how many half hours? 2 quarter hour means 15 plus 15, right? And 15 plus 15 is 30 minutes. So 30 minutes equal how many half hours? 30 minutes equal 1 half hour. The correct option is option number 1. That is 1 half hour. 30 minutes equal how many half hours? 30 minutes equal 1 half hour. The correct option is 1. 2 half hours equal how many hours? 2 half hours mean 2 half hours mean 2 half hours equal 1 hour, right? The correct option is option number 1. 1 hour equal how many quarter hours? One hour equal 4 quarter hours. The correct option is 4. 15 minutes equal how many quarter hours? 15 minutes equal 1 quarter hour. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is relate time units. How many seconds in a minute? They are 60 seconds in a minute, right? Let's just start with the test questions. How many days are in a normal year? So, which is the correct option? In a normal day, there are 365 days. The correct option is 365 days. How many seconds in a minute? That is 60 seconds, right? In 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. Option number one is the correct option. How many whole weeks in a year? Which is the correct option? 52 weeks in a year. The correct option is 52. Where is 54? You're not given the option 54. 52 they are. How many minutes in an hour? Which is the correct option? 60 minutes in an hour. The correct option is 60 minutes. How many years are in millennium? There are 1000 years in a millennium, right? The correct option is option number 1. 1000 it is. How many hours in a day? Which is the correct option? 24 hours in a day. The correct option is 24. How many whole weeks in a month? 4 weeks in a month. The correct option is option number one. How many days are in a week? 7 days in a week. The correct option is seven. Option number two is the correct option. How many years in a decade? - 10 years in a decade. The correct option is option number one. How many days in a leap year? In a leap year, there are 365, 66 days. In leap year, you have one more day, so that is 366. How many days are in a normal year, not a leap year? That is 365 days. Option number one is the correct option. Option number one is the correct option. That is 365 days. How many years in a century, which is the correct option? 100 years it is. The correct option is 100 years. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is write times. Write the time using digits and a colon. That is, you are given in the words, like here you are given 6 o'clock. You need to write it in words, in numbers. So 6, a colon sign, and 0, that represents 6 o'clock, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Write this time using digits and colon. Three o'clock it is, right? That is option number one. You need to write 3, a colon, and 0, that represents 3 o'clock, exact 3 o'clock, right? Write the this time using digits and a colon. 11:30. So, which is the correct option? Half past 11, that is 11:30, right? 11 hours and 30 minutes, that represents half past 11. Option number one is the correct option, right? Very good. Write this time using digits and a colon. 10:30, which is the correct option? That is 10:30. Option number two is the correct option, right? That is 10:30. Write this time using digits and colon. 7 o'clock, which is the correct option? That is the second one. Very good. Option number two is the correct option. Write this time using digits and a colon, which is the correct option? 5:30, which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option, right? That is 5:30. Write this time using digits and a colon. 8:30, which is the correct option? 8:30 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is match clocks and times. With what time does the clock show? What time the clock shows? The clock shows 5:30, right? 5 hours and 30 minutes it is, right? Before the colon, the number represents the hours, and after the colon, that represents the minutes. So 5 hours, 30 minutes it is. Let's just start with the test questions. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? Four 45, right? That is 4 hours and 45 minutes. Option number 3 is the correct option. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? 'That is 4:15. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. 4:15 it is. You can write down the options, right? What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? 3:45 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 3:30. Option number 2 is the correct option. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 1:15. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is read clocks and write times. What time does the clock show? That is 3 hours and 45 minutes. You can see the clock has two hands. This is the hour hand and this is the minutes hand. The hour hand is between 3 and 4. So that means that is 3 hours, and the longer hand points to the minute hand, that points to 9. That means 3:45 it is. The correct option is 3:45. Let's just start with the test questions. What time does the clock show? This is the hour hand, the shorter one. That is between 8 and 9. So that means that is still 8. And the longer hand, the minute hand is pointing to 6. So that is 8:30. The correct option is option number 1. That is 8:30. That is 8:30. Option number 1 is the correct option. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? The, the shorter hand, the hour hand is pointing between 7 and 8, right? So that means that is 7, and the minute hand is pointing to 3. So that means that is 7:15. That is 7:15. Option number 2 is the correct option. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1, that is 3:45. Option number 1 is the correct option. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? That is 10:30. Option number 2 is the correct option. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. That is 2:15. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? - 12:30. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 12:30. What time does the clock show? Which is the correct option? That is 8:45. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 3 math. The chapter we're working on is time. The lessons we have covered today are convert between hours and fraction of hours, relate time units, write times, match clocks and times, read clocks and write times. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Please ask questions if you have any. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session.